Today, we explored a true story from the Bible. The Bible is God's special word for us. We traveled back to when the early church was just starting to grow, to a town called Damascus. There was a man named Saul who didn't like Christians. I mean, he really didn't like Christians. Saul was kind of a big bully when it came to Christians. In fact, he wanted to arrest any Christians he found and put them in chains. A lot of Christians were afraid of Saul. One of those Christians who was afraid of Saul was a guy named Ananias. Ananias had heard of all the terrible things Saul had been doing. Ananias wanted to hide from Saul. But God had a different idea. You can read all about it in the book of Acts, chapter 9. God told Ananias to go to Straight Street, where Saul was staying, and lay his hands on him so Saul could see again. Why would God ask him to do such a hard thing? You see, on his way to Damascus, Saul had seen a bright light shine down from heaven. And he heard a voice saying,
"Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?"
It was Jesus talking. Jesus told Saul to go to Damascus and wait. When Saul got up from the ground, he couldn't see. He was blind. His friends led him to the city, where Saul waited and prayed to God. Meanwhile, Ananias was trying to decide whether to obey God and go help Saul. But Ananias was scared. God was asking him to do a really hard thing. But we know that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. So Ananias went to Saul and laid hands on him. Instantly, Saul could see again.
Jesus' power helps us do hard things.